I'm Jukka. I play the guitar and now do vocals on top.
Alright. So it's around 2006-7 we started playing with a different name. Then we did some gigs and shows, one demo. People didn't take us so serious, and we started to dislike the old material ourselves as well a bit, because we just started to listen much more and more heavier music all the time. So we got ourselves a bit heavier on that style as well. So basically the band in its form now started really at late 2009.
Yeah. Initial idea was that like we would always come up with like these like kind of like band concepts, like we would do like this and then lyrics would be about this and whatever, and then like the concept that for some reason we started actually doing music upon was like we were called Gore-Tex, and the point was that we were doing, I think I was watching a lot of Deadwood at the time.
You helped me with my fucking fall!
We were going to do like very primitive old school death metal, like obituary kind of stuff, and then lyrics about the Wild West, but like the gory type of Wild West. And yeah, so like Tami said, we would have like interviews of the first demo, and it would be like one paragraph about like laughing at the name, and then one paragraph like yeah it's fine too, and that's it. So, and also we didn't want to play that kind of obituary / like early Swedish death metal stuff. Like wanted to have more, blast beats and immolation and Morbid Angel in the mix. So kind of like restarted in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, well, after the how long it took us to do Severed Monolith, we don't want to do it that slowly ever again. But we have all the material and all the lyrics for the third album written, and now actually just like this gig was basically the last thing we will do before starting to focus on that 100%. So maybe like in a hopeful, like being optimistic, like we should get it done maybe early spring or something, but my experience from these things is that nothing ever happens on time, so no promises there. Yeah. Like nowadays I think it's like 99% I write all the music, and we used to have a pretty even split on the lyrics, that we would do me and Tami and Henu, we would be doing the lyrics, and but now it's kind of like, at least on the latest recordings and upcoming stuff, it's like I've done I think most of the lyrics now.
Yeah. I've done some, and well, of course Henu don't do lyrics anymore, but we're gonna use some leftover stuff he had lying around. So
he kind of had a like writer's block thing during the second album, and then like when we were writing that, so like I think that album doesn't have any of his lyrics, but like right around the time passed, like he left behind actually a really large amount of lyrics. Like not all of them are like finished and stuff like that, but like so yeah, there's some stuff that's definitely usable.
From my point of view, I think that in 2009-10 or so, there was a really good death metal scene, and maybe the whole metal scene is going a bit down all the time in Finland, so that means also that the venues are going down. So now for the past couple of years it's been much smaller, I think, but as we can see from the Helsinki Death Fest and stuff like that, there are still a lot of going on. So I think the scene is pretty okay still. It's a bit changed over the years, but I think it's still pretty okay.
I think it's kind of maybe it only seems that it's kind of like shrinking because it's more like could be just like maturing in a way that there's not that like the beginning rush of like everybody getting into the thing and like the excitement of like new stuff. But then again, like those bands that made it through the first hurdles, like basically everybody who's still playing, they're just like everything that they do is always better than the next thing. So yeah, like maybe it's like a quality versus quantity thing.
The smaller venues are closing down, so for smaller bands to get good gigs, so not many places in Helsinki for that anymore, but it's good that there are these good organizers and promoters who are doing fest and such and getting smaller bands involved so they can have a chance as well.